Well, good afternoon. Please take your seats. And good afternoon from here in Buffalo to everyone on the webinar. Very pleased that you could join us. We have a very packed afternoon for you here. A wonderful week is concluding of the Architectural Ceramic Assemblies workshop. My name is Omar Khan, and I am a professor and head of the School of Architecture at Carnegie Mellon University. I'm also one of the organizers of the Architectural Ceramic Assemblies workshop. First, I'd like to start by thanking our hosts, the University of Buffalo, who provided us wonderful facilities for the last 2 days to complete these very beautiful assemblies. I'd like to thank Dean Bob Shibley, Professors Chris Romano, Nick Bruscia, Stephanie Kramer, Julia Hunt, Wade Georgie, John Archilla, and Katerina Neko for their excellent hospitality and assistance throughout this process. This is our 8th workshop. This is a wonderful testimony to, of course, Boston Valley Terra, Cotta, who sponsors this workshop. And in particular to John Kraus, the CEO of Boston Valley, who has been an incredible supporter of the education of architects, of academics, of students when it comes to ceramics in architecture. John, thank you so much. I see John's in the back there. John, thanks so much again for this amazing workshop, and of course all the people at Boston Valley who go to such extents to pull this thing together. So please, let's give them a round of applause for that. So over the last few days, I just want to scroll very quickly through, especially for those who haven't been part of the workshop, those that are actually watching this from around the globe as well as remotely, what actually goes on. Clearly, there is the work of 6 months prior to this when we start talking with the professional teams, and the professional teams are beginning to conceive and learn a lot about ceramics, and probably for the first time for some of them, architectural ceramics. And then the design goes into sort of a black box moment. Literally, it moves into the kiln, and most of the teams aren't aware of what's going on. And we try to keep it as secretive because that's the fun of ceramics as well, that when they arrive here, they are, for the first time, seeing their ceramics in the facility where they're going to start assembling them. And the ceramics, of course, are incredibly beautiful, but they don't realize the labor they are going to be engaging in the next 2 days in order to make the assemblies happen. So this is just a quick scrolling over the last few days of the incredible amount of labor, incredible amount of activity that goes on in terms of assembling this. And you're going to be able to see so much of this work and more in detail as each one of these groups presents their research and also their final their final assemblies. But I do want to always give a glimpse into this because the audience, a lot of them, of course, participants, are very familiar with what's going on. And this is also a way to communicate to those that are maybe interested in joining ACAW in the future, architecture firms, that there's a commitment we expect obviously of you, but also that the rewards are quite spectacular. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to pass it over to these amazing teams. So some of the things that you just glimpsed, you will really sort of see what the research behind it was, what the thinking was behind was, and how the workshop has sort of revealed a little bit more to them about ceramics. The list is going to go, and I think we have the opportunity, especially for those watching the webinar, to be able to see some of the actual ceramics, although I know you'll be mostly seeing also the slides. But this allows everybody to get a good glimpse of what the opportunity or the possibilities here are. So we'll have a first pass with Picard Chilton, Magnuson Klemenchek Associates first, then ZGF's Lira Associates second, Co-Architects third, HGA and Studio NYL fourth. And then we'll have a little break, and then we'll go to the next group, Rios and Arab, followed by Henning Larson, Thornton Tomasetti, Self-Dove Architects, and Socotec, and Eric Perry Architects, and FMDC Limited. So we're very, very proud of the work, and so with that, I will ask the first team to come on up, and we'll get you guys started.